Well, let's return to one of our lead story where the Lagos state government has offered some level of reassurance to residents affected by flooding along Ogun-Osun riverbank. And I have joining me live to discuss this further and other issues relating to the environment, the Commissioner for the Environment in Lagos State, Tokunbo Wahab. Good to have you on the news at this time. So first off, we understand each year residents along Ogun River are asked to relocate to higher grounds, but we want to understand what the government is doing to address this recurring situation.
Thank you for having me. I think last week we issued a notices to those residents that are staying around those low land areas and the wetland areas of Lagos State that they may have to evacuate. Bearing in mind the fact that we've been doing a lot of collaborations with the Ogun-Osun River Basin Authority, and they've been updating us with respect to the rain and the water being held by the dam. There's so much that the dam will have to hold, else there will be a major crisis to contend with. So after the notices were issued, I also had a press conference yesterday, myself and my special advisor on environment, Mr. Akudu, and the PAMSEC, intimating Lagosians of where we are and what we've done to mitigate the damage. Look, Esther, truth be told, global warming is real, and we must learn to live with our environment. The environment is a master of man. It's not the other way around. If you go around the Sherry North, as we speak, after that channels, you notice that you have to step down. Once you step down, you go into that low land. And low land, wetland are meant to hold the water, pending when the lagoon or Atlantic becomes a bit stable to collect. But what we have, with due respect, is we found people building on the lowland, wetland. Well, it is what it is. So on our part, we have done the advocacy. We've notified them of where we are, and we also reassured them that in the next few days or about 2 weeks, the water level will recede. But as a state, what are we doing? We're reclaiming back our canal channel parks. We're also doing a multifaceted approach, clearing and desealing our channels, our secondary collectors all year round, this time around, engaging the local governments at various levels. Look, local governments, you and your tenements, you are in charge of the tertiary channels. You need to do much more to avoid flooding. If you flash your mind back, this is perennial. And when something is perennial, we must look at it from a very holistic perspective. We've also commissioned a report to say to the governor, we need to have a study that will include Ogun and Lagos states.
Right.
We at the Lagos end of the coastal line can't solve the problem on our own. So much to know.
Right.
We must engage with the states.
Indeed, we understand Lagos State is a coastal state. We want to understand what specific plans now does the government have for building resilient infrastructure and, of course, adapting to this risk as the state is known to be prone for coastal flooding.
Thank you very much. As a state, it's all year round for us to construct and put in place very, very resilient infrastructure to withstand this. And like I said yesterday during the press conference, after 2012, we have ramped up our resilience with respect to our infrastructure. And the level of flooding we experienced in 2012 had really reduced because as a state, we've taken ownership of it. And we're putting in place all year round infrastructure, our primary channels, especially, and our secondary collectors across the states to withstand this challenge. But this particular one goes beyond Lagos State. This is coming from the upland of the Southwest. And we are the low end of it, the coastal end of it. We are just, by nature, collectors. So we are putting in place very resilient infrastructure. You can see that you are taking a tour around the state with my humble self and my special advisor, and also the civil service structure in the ministry.
Right.
We were at Abu. You saw the length of what we're doing there. We were at Abulia together. You saw what we're doing. We were at Agege together. You saw what we're doing. We were just on the Lekki corridor. You saw what we're doing. Putting in place infrastructure. Also taking our time to clear out all year round those channels that, due to indiscipline here and there by our citizens, they've blocked them, turning them to waste dump sites. We're not waiting for, but we're just doing our work as a state.
All right, let's leave it at that. We appreciate your insights and your time with us on the news at 10 tonight. Commissioner for the Environment, Tokunbo Wahab, thanks a lot.
Thank you very much, Esther.